Damn. We're $8.50 short.
Oh, don't worry about it, Fran. Ed will take care of it tomorrow.
Oh, I'll take care of it now. There. Oh.
You look as beat as I feel. Hey, why don't we stop somewhere on the way home and have a beer?
Oh, no thanks. I've got to get home to Louis. I don't like to leave him by himself this late at night. As it is, it's after 10 when I get home.
It's been so long since I've seen Louis. How's he been?
Oh, he's doing all right.
I'll bet you haven't been out in ages. Hey, why don't you forget about Louis for one night and come over to my place for dinner? And I'll have my brother over. I think you'll like him.
Oh, no. Louis wouldn't understand. I like spending my nights off with him.
Just one night? It's not like you're deserting him.
No, thanks, Vera. I appreciate your asking, though. Louis?
Sorry to bother you so late, ma'am, but we're looking for a little girl that's missing.
Oh.
Her name is Cindy Baxter. She's 9 years old. She didn't come home this evening.
Well, I wouldn't know anything about her. I work nights.
Yes, ma'am. I came by a moment ago, but no one was home. I saw you drive up while I was down the street. I was hoping I might catch you while you were still up. Would you take a look at this photograph, ma'am? Have you seen that girl any time today? We think she may have gotten in the car with someone.
No, I've never seen her.
Is there anyone else here I might talk with?
No, there's no one else here. I'm sorry.
Well, thank you, ma'am. I'm sorry to have bothered you. If you hear or see anything else, we'd appreciate it if you'd give us a call.
Of course.
Thank you, ma'am. Good night.
Good night.
I wish you'd been there yesterday, Frank. Right after lunch, this guy comes in and does something to make the gorillas all dizzy. Well, they start running around and swinging on the bars and jumping and hollering like crazy. They wouldn't calm down either, till I got there. Head keeper says I'm the only one who can calm them down like that.
I'm real proud of you, Louis. You love your job, don't you?
Yeah, I love it a lot.
Hey, what are you you do after work till I get home?
Well, take walks, read, you know.
What'd you do yesterday?
Just stuff.
Well, what kind of stuff?
Well, I'm late, Fran. I don't want to miss the bus, you know. My gorillas get a little jumpy when I'm late.
All right, we'll talk about it later then. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, Fran, come on in. It's good to see you.
Thanks. Thanks for seeing me on such short notice.
Of course. Sit down.
I need to talk to you about Louis.
Fine. What's the matter?
Last night a policeman came by the house and started asking questions about a little girl that's missing. David, if anything happens to that girl, I'm afraid they'll suspect Louis. I just don't know what I'll do if it happens again.
Louis was found innocent.
I know, but
But you think he may have something to do with it this time?
it's possible.
I don't know, Fran.
A verdict of not guilty did not wipe out his problem. It only cleared him of the charges.
Fran, I've been seeing Louis for 8 years. He's making real progress. I don't think he would hurt anybody.
But you don't know. I've been living with him for 8 years. He's my brother, and I'm worried about him.
I'm overreacting. Louis is a very stable person.
All these years that I've taken care of him, it just hasn't done any good. I am supposed to be responsible for him.
Then trust him a little more.
Louis!
Fran?
Hi.
What are you doing here?
I just wanted to talk, if you have time.
Well, sure. A little bit.
It's about last night. A policeman came by asking questions about a little girl that's missing.
What little girl?
Her name is Cindy Baxter.
God. Can't be happening again. Hey, I could never do anything like that again. Ask Dr. Leonard. He'll tell you.
It scares me. I just don't know what I would do if I thought they thought you might have done it.
I didn't do it. I love you too much to ever hurt anybody ever again. You gave up your whole life for me. I could never do anything to hurt you. Trust me.
I'm trying.
Lionel stated further that Detroit needs to be more competitive in the pricing of cars so that the American public will buy fewer foreign imports, thus keeping the American dollar in the American pocket. The body of a young girl was found today on the city's west side. It has been identified as being that of 9-year-old Cindy Baxter, who was reported missing yesterday afternoon. The county medical examiner has not yet determined the cause of death, but sources say that foul play may be involved. The police say they have a possible suspect in mind and are waiting the coroner's report before seeking an arrest warrant. The recent heavy rains and high waters have caused some massive flood damage in the river basin. All residents using the metro water supply should continue to boil their drinking water until the situation is returned to normal.
I found it in Louis's pocket.
So?
It's a little girl's hair clasp. Don't you know what this could mean?
It doesn't have to mean what you think it does.
But if you'll do it once...
You do it again?
How long have you known?
I've known for several years. Louis told me you lied for him to keep him from going to prison.
I had to protect him. But I made him move in with me, and I made him come to you for help.
I can't condone what you did, but I can assure you he has been helped. I honestly believe Louis had nothing to do with the death of that little girl.
You don't know how much I want to believe that. Maybe I am overreacting.
You just get home. What was that?
This is blood, isn't it?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get it all bloody.
You're sorry. Louis, how could you do this? How could you do this to me? You know what's going to happen now.
Huh?
They'll take you away again.
I didn't do anything wrong.
A little girl is dead. And you think there's nothing wrong?
I didn't do it. I swear I didn't do it.
Then how do you explain this?
Well,
And that, what is it, Louis?
I found the hair thing at the park, and Lucy gave me that when my nose started bleeding at work. I'll go wash it out, and I'll give it back to her. Just as
You
good.
won't wash it.
It's dirty.
Louis, here, sit down. Do you remember in the court when I lied and said you were at my house when you weren't? And you promised me that you would never do this again. Well, now you have broken that promise. I can't let it happen again, Louis. I can't be responsible for the deaths of two people. And if it can happen twice, then it can happen again, and again, and again.
What are you going to do?
I don't know, Louis. I just don't know.
What are you doing?
I thought I might give you a lift.
You don't have to do that.
But I want to.
Okay. You're going the wrong way, Frank.
I know where I'm going. How'd you get here?
Took the bus.
What are you doing?
You can see damn well what I'm doing. Don't get upset. But let me go. The Baxters couldn't identify that hair clasp or the handkerchief. I mean, the blood was type A, like mine. The little girl had type O.
Louis?
This is what I want you to do. Okay? I want you to read this exactly as it's written here.